Okay.
Nice and done. Thanks.
You see, I'm
And then we usually have Mordy Oberstein as well. He is not here today, so we have Anthony Higman filling in from Adsquire.
No.
A huge improvement. Morty, we hate you.
We love Mordy. We love Mordy. Yeah, so we'll have a little bit more slant PPC here, but usually it's about half SEO and half PPC, just trying to get through all the things that you need to know every day.
And if somebody walks in afterwards and I make a joke or we make a joke that they don't understand and it seems like we're being really, really mean to each other, don't say anything. Just enjoy it.
Yeah.
All right. So usually we go through this news, like the news of the day or the news of yesterday or tomorrow. We do have some tomorrow news. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to share it because the tomorrow news is coming out after this is being posted to the YouTube channel. So I won't share the tomorrow news, or maybe I should for fun. But it's being recorded, so maybe when I turn off the recording. In any event, I guess we should start with this core update. Everybody have fun with the core update? Anyway, so the core update was released on May, I have a date here, I don't know, May 21st. We saw it actually start to hit like May 23rd, and we also saw another hit around May, I think 27th, 28th, or actually May 30th, and then also on June 2nd, and Google said it was done on June 2nd or so. So it was a pretty big update. If you go ahead and could actually check your rankings. The only way to see if you were hit is actually if you get traffic. Since it's organic, you don't get traffic from it, so you wouldn't notice anyway. Because again, AI overviews are everywhere. But usually these core updates cause a major shift, have a massive impact on people. But this one, it's just the chatter around core updates have died significantly since 2 years ago when AI overviews overtook everything. I would normally reference Morty, but I don't know. Any of you guys notice anything with this core update?
Not really.
No, nothing crazy. That Saturday there were a few things with spikes. The thing I noticed the most about the core update is we were going to record on Monday the show It's New, and Barry said, "Oh, hold up a second. The core update just finished. I'm going to have to write a blog while I'm talking." That was the highlight of the core update for me, just to show how much this guy blogs is crazy. But no, nothing too major here.
Yeah, I do that a lot. I apologize. And hopefully, it's funny because I'll be on phone calls while I'm writing stuff, and sometimes the words from my phone calls, which are completely unrelated to what I'm covering, end up in the blog post. So it's an issue, and I apologize to anybody who's read that. And then yesterday, Google announced Search Console data with an AI performance report, which was everybody's yaying about. And what's interesting, behind the scenes, and Google might not be happy that I'm telling you this, I get an email about this, I get embargo news, like Google will tell me this is coming. So Google told me this is coming at 1:10 a.m. on June 3rd, Eastern time. I'm like, that's a weird time, but anyway, you're releasing Search Console AI performance report. This is a big deal. And then I saw a little note that it's only for a subset of people, of site owners in the UK. Subset of site owners in the UK. I'm like, what? Why? So maybe that's why we're being released at 1 o'clock in the morning, Eastern, because it's the morning time in the UK, in London. And they're also adding blocking control. So if you don't want your content to be used for grounding purposes or to show up as links or citations in the actual AI overviews or AI mode or Google Discover AI overviews, you could actually block it. Again, small subset of UK users. And I'm like, oh, this is great. Google's actually doing what Bing did. Great to see them catch up. And then in the morning, Google's like, all right, this is the other piece of news that we didn't tell you about. The UK government, the CMA, said, we're forcing you to do this. So Google's only doing it because they're being forced by the government. Although, whatever. But when you take a look at the report, Greg was so happy he got all the data he ever wanted.
No, I got no data. No. I just think this is a great exercise in naming things. This is called the AI Performance Report within Search Console, right? And I think when you think of performance, you probably think of one thing that you're looking for. Click data.
Yeah.
So I saw this, I'm like, oh, this is cool. And we get in, and there's no click data. And it's like, oh, you can just name things the way that you want to name them, and trick people and think that there's performance there. But it reminds me a lot of PMAX, where we have it on the advertising side, we're like, hey, what do we need for PMAX? We need negative keywords. We need negative keywords bad. There are no-fly things that we never want to show up with that. And then they're like, oh, we heard you with PMAX. You can now choose your brand colors. And it's like, no, we want click data. We want negative keywords. Like, you can't call it a performance report with click data. So I was looking at like all the reactions. People are very ecstatic about this, and it's like, I think Glenn Gabe tweeted out, like, no, why don't you just rip the Band-Aid off? We know clicks are going to be down. We know this, but stop treating us like kids. Like, let us actually just see what the actual performance in the performance data is.
We all know clicks are going to be down. So
Yes.
But I think Google's been telling us that clicks are, what they say, baseline from previous.
You can't just say
The
things.
CEO said that.
Like,
The CEO said
you
that.
need data for that.
So what's interesting is if you look, when I covered it originally, when I saw Google leaked it by accident, they had a help document, they called it the AI contribution report, which is probably a better name for this because it's not a performance report. It's like, how is this contributing to me? So I'm showing you impression data, pages, countries, devices, dates, but I'm not showing you click data or query data. I mean, how useful is this? It's something, maybe you could go ahead and take your GA4 data or your analytics data and say if there's a high impression day, what are the pages that are getting the most traffic, and what are the queries that might drive it, and what are the clicks I'm getting. So that might be helpful. And then they have this here screenshot of a tool that Google didn't share this with me, but I got it, basically showing how you can actually say, I don't want my information to be used for AI generative search. I did a poll months ago asking SEOs, will they actually block Google from using it for AI generative purposes, specifically AI search, and 33% said they'll block it. I think in reality, it'll probably be closer to 10%. SEO said the same thing when it came to the feature snippets. They were so angry when Google released feature snippets because they're like, oh, my answer is at the top of the results, nobody's going to click. People ended up clicking. This, people aren't clicking on, but I don't know. For companies like publishers, it's devastating. For brands, it's not so bad.
I think this is a big miss, just personally. Like, we've seen a lot of different changes. Like, we saw the carousels now showing up in any AI search, so AI mode and AI overviews for, kind of trending-ish stories. We've seen just last week sort of that sticky button where there's more citations coming out in AI search, the kind of two flavors of that. And I think if you actually had click data now and you could see the data of Google seemingly trying to give a few more crumbles of clicks to publishers, to webmasters. Like, if you had that data, I feel like people would be happier when they see, like, no, they're trying to increase.
The only person who's happy about this is Anthony. That's the only person.
Yeah, I love it.
And Anthony's a well-known AI hater.
I love it.
So we'll get to that.
That's sarcasm.
I don't click the links though in the AI stuff. So,
Why not? Why won't you click on it?
I don't.
We want you to click on
I
it.
know. I know that's what they want. I'm not clicking.
Anybody else not click on links on purpose? Only one person else is in links.
I tried, but it's
You
pretty
leave the
hard.
page.
I tried to click.
So then, Microsoft's like, all right, well, I'll do you. First of all, Microsoft came out with a report months ago. With Big Master Tools AI performance report. Google copied the name. And then Fabrice Canel, who's the principal product manager at Microsoft, said, more to come sooner or later, meaning they're going to give us more data. Is that going to be click data? How many people think Bing will give us click data? Raise your hand. Really?
Okay.
You think so? You know something. All right.
Feel something.
You know something? You work at Microsoft?
No, I just think they're gonna stay ahead of Google and everything
Yes.
and to try to gain
Yes.
whatever competitive advantage.
Yeah, so if it was up to Fabrice, yes. If it was up to John Mueller, yes. But their boss is saying no, I think so.
Also, that would be an epic move. If they're like, oh, we have more data coming, and the data isn't clicks. Like, what data? What other? We don't want more data. We want clicks.
It's going to be if Anthony Higman clicked, then that's it. And the answer is no. Anthony Higman did not click. And what's funny is a Microsoft executive named James Murray gave a presentation just last Friday, and he had this slide here. Look at the middle one here. It says, AI summary results, reducing clicks and website visits. This goes against what their executives have said in the past. This goes against what Google's executives said in the past, but he's basically admitting in his slide that AI summaries in the search results specifically reduce clicks and website visits to your website. Which again goes with what Anthony has been saying is the opposite. He says we love AI results and it drives me clicks even though I don't personally click on it.
Right. Yep.
Am I putting words in your mouth or no?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah.
Anyway, we should probably get to ad news soon. I'm going to skip this, but actually I should tell you this story. This is funny. All right, so Microsoft had their big Microsoft Build event, which is basically them showing off all their strong AI stuff. I don't know if you remember a few years ago when they announced their partnership with ChatGPT, Satya Nadella, the CEO of Microsoft, went ahead and said, we're going to make Google dance. Google did dance, and they crushed them, obviously. Thanks for making Google dance. It was pretty sophisticated. Anyway, so Yahoo announced Yahoo Scout. Jim Lanzone, who's the CEO of Yahoo, who actually previously worked at Ask Jeeves, and became the CEO of Ask.com, moved into some other companies over the years. Obviously, Ask.com closed down, which is really sad. But now he's the CEO of Yahoo, and he's like, we're going back into search. And he announced Yahoo Scout, which is basically an AI service to go ahead and provide AI search results that are more friendly, and ultimately do task completion for you in the future, which is what AI is all about. And then at Microsoft Build, Microsoft announced Microsoft Scout, which is interesting because if you looked at the press release that Yahoo announced back in January, they specifically and bolded, Yahoo Scout built on Yahoo's long-standing relationship with Microsoft, leveraging Microsoft's Bing's browsing API. Bolding Microsoft's partnership. Microsoft knew about this months ago, and they named their own product Microsoft Scout. There's a billion names. Why Scout? Like, I don't know, cowboy, whatever it may be. But why use Scout? I don't know. Maybe there's some type of, I don't know, ruffle or but then you have here, Jim Lanzone, the CEO of Yahoo, replying to Microsoft right here, saying, who came up with the name? So it's just funny to watch. It's like reminds me of the old days of like search, where like the CEOs and the different like players are fighting with each other. You remember that, right? Back like the beer fight, all this stuff. So it kind of reminds me of the older days.
To be fair to this is, I'm sure before the Oilers changed into their team name, somebody was talking to me about this dinner last night. I'm sure there's a Texans team out there somewhere that had the name Texans in some capacity. Who uses Yahoo? Like Microsoft should just take it. Like, Scout. Like, did anybody even know there was a Yahoo Scout? Did anybody even know Yahoo?
Raise your hand if you've heard of Yahoo Scout before.
Oh, what? Okay, just Will Scott.
So
So, Will, you can take umbrage with Microsoft
how many
claiming
use
Scout.
use Copilot here? All right, so like a few more than you've heard of Yahoo Scout. All right. Anyway, so the biggest Google ad news that really made Anthony really, really excited. I think Anisha something.
Yeah, sure. So earlier this week or last week, Google sent out an email to everybody saying that they're going to be changing the terms and conditions. And I almost actually skipped it because I'm like, who really reads all the terms and conditions? But yeah, our friend Anthony was the one that really highlighted it to me why it was important. I mean, some things were normal changes, expanded language, explaining how advertisers provided inputs may be used across Google Ads features now, and updated provisions of covering URLs and accounts that advertisers authorize. Google is going to access it. But the biggest thing for me was the clarification that information entered into conversational experience and similar Google Ads tools may be utilized by the Google system. So yeah, as we know, like in GML not too long ago, there's the whole hoopla now about conversational search about it. And yeah, Anthony, you had a lot to say about that because we were not happy about Google using our data to just train their systems, right?
Yeah, so it was like updated for the AI error, obviously. And it's always like small language changes, but it implies a lot of stuff, and they removed a lot of arbitration clauses and like changed a lot of arbitration clauses. So basically the takeaway was like, we're gonna automate everything, it's gonna mess up, and you have no recourse whatsoever.
I mean, we basically had no recourse.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. I did like the
they gave
fact
the links. They gave the links
They
to
gave
the
the link?
old and new. Like you could actually click and compare them.
Yeah.
If
And
you
I
did.
did, yeah.
You clicked on that one? Amazing.
I clicked and compared them, and I didn't know what I was reading, so I asked Gemini to explain them. They said everything's good. Don't read this.
Oh, wait. Very. So they do know how to put links in things.
They
unlike
do know,
AI mode.
especially with ads. They love putting links to ads.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
All right, who wants this? This is with branded search controls. I know you want to talk
Yeah,
about.
sure. So this is I think quite an interesting update because recently we had this guy called Thomas Etchell who broke out the news saying that he saw a new update of a toggle that now allows you to just show ads only on unbranded. And I think this is important because especially when PMAX came out and it was a concern when AMAX came out, there's the whole brand cannibalizations of your search term. So I think that this could be a good control for people who just want to make sure that the AI Max turn on campaigns, make sure it's not showing for the branded search. Do you like it?
Love it. I would love to see it in shopping. I know that it's rolled out into some of our search campaigns, but I think this is a genius move by Google to say, hey, you get these specific controls where you can say, I don't want to show on my brand, and you can easily input that. I do want to show on my brand, or set up conquesting campaigns, or say, like, I don't want to be on any brand. I think that's cool too, as you can see at the bottom one here. And I think the ability of them saying, you only have this in AI Max is going to increase the adoption rate of AI Max. Like, I think that's just the natural way of it. So I think that's a very, very smart move for them. It's something we use all the time to help guide and make sure that our campaigns are doing exactly what we want them to do.
I would just like to point out, if Mordy was here, it would be exactly what you see here to this conversation. Nothingness.
Yeah, he just tunes out. He gets like a little mini nap when it's out of pain.
He deserves it. He's making a lot of people take selfies with me, so he deserves it.
But, and also, I think, and I'd like Anthony's take on this, like when we saw GML, and even like leading up to GML, there was so much talk about AI Max, and over the years we've seen the Power Pair, the Power Pack, the Power Puff, whatever they came out with on the PPC side, and I don't think I heard the word PMax at all in GML this year.
I did. I thought they pushed AI Max and PMax because when after watching those two things, I thought they were the only available options to get like AI ad placements.
Yeah, and so in order to be in any AI search, AI mode or AI overviews, you need to be using AI Max or PMax. But from a feature standpoint, the features have been like really leaning towards the AI Max side of things, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, they're definitely pushing that
Yeah,
more.
and demand gen, and it seems like it's just an interesting, I guess, look of what was left out of all the updates and all the news and everything like that. Is it seems like, you know, they're really leaning into demand gen, and then we also are getting kind of this flavor that we almost wanted PMax to be before, is this sort of keywordless type search tool, which is going to be AI Max. And again, usually when things come out with Google, they're okay or they suck when they start, and then they get better and better and better and better. But I was pretty shocked that everything was so AI Max.
They only get better because when they change the terms of service, they can actually learn from everything you're doing.
Well, and because we complain about it.
Yeah. But don't you hate it when people like are, you know, when you're standing in the back and you're so comfortable standing in the back of the room, and then somebody's like, there's seats in the front if you want to sit and move. You can stay there, it's fine if you enjoy it. But I hate when I'm standing in the back and you're like, you know what, there's seats over here, come. You want to sit, come in.
Yeah, so perfect. Just say it live. That's like,
Please,
make them
make
feel
me
like
uncomfortable.
Thanks,
Frank.
Frank.
Anyway, so last night, if you run a Google Merchant Center account, you may have received a product page unavailable notice. So these are going out like crazy, and people are asking why. I think
Shopify.
It's a Shopify thing.
You wrote about Shopify.
I wrote about Shopify yesterday, so one of my contacts in like UK was like, I knew you might want to check this out. We've seen that Shopify accounts is down, people can't access it, like the admin, the retail POS, storefront checkouts, and all of that kind of stuff. And that started, and then Shopify's unavailable updates kind of thing was saying that it had been down from about 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. So yeah, so that's probably maybe what caused that.
so. Hopefully, everybody's gonna submit appeals, but maybe Google will try it again. And does it fix itself over time or no?
No, but actually I've gone back to their dashboard and they're saying that it's also sorted out now on Shopify. So
Really?
yeah.
Shopify, you can't buy our swag or anything, so
Sorry.
I'm sorry. We do offer nice scented candles.
We do not offer anything. Search Engine Roundtable has a $28 candle that is I think it says a pleasant, unscented scent, which breaks my brain every time I try to figure out what I'm going to get. I think I just get fired. That's what I think you get.
I like to think the one person who ever bought anything from my Shopify store, it's not even a Shopify store.
I don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is. You go to if you can find their YouTube channel, there are some products you can buy there, which I probably should take down because nobody buys stuff. And if anybody wants to go ahead and hand over their Google account to me, because there's a new phishing attempt. So
No.
basically, you want to cover it or should I?
No, you go.
All right. So this happens a lot where you search for something and you see a sponsored result that makes Google money, and you click on it, and then you go ahead and go to something that looks like it's Google. You log in with your Google account, or it could be like your Salesforce account, or I don't know, your Shopify account. It could be anything, and you think it's legit, and it's basically you handing over your credentials to whoever this hacker is. And Google always has this problem. But if you search for my business, which is the only way one of the major ways people find and manage their Google business profile, you'll see this is live for about 12 hours now. And Google still, let me see if it's still live. Let's see. Anybody want to have a Google account they want to click on the ad here? So here it is. No? Anybody want to log into their account and try it out? See what happens? No.
I just like that, like, I can't get a call out with a disclaimer in, but Google is allowing these phishing ads for literally the Google My
So
Business.
this is spotted by Dan. He goes through the process. It looks exactly like the Google Business Profile website. You log in, and then you give the verification, and that authenticates them and gives you full access. So a lot of people are complaining about the Google Ads accounts are being hijacked for the past couple of years. It's probably phishing attempts. And then once they have access to your Google Ads account, they can put up ads about Mordy Oberstein and how he's a horrible person, and everybody will be happy. So I think I skipped that. All right. Let's talk about Merchant Center attribution.
Okay, we can go through this quick, but Google came out yesterday and talked about the fact that if you find a product, you can basically kind of bulk put attributes through the product that Google finds. I think this is cool. I do think, like, even at GML, a lot of the changes that Google's making almost swing back to sort of the smaller, like S and SMB a little bit more. I know we're going to talk about it a little bit, but they came up with almost like a light CRM where you can see leads and qualified leads. This is something that probably will help very, very small retailers. In reality, you shouldn't be letting Google find your products. You should be really having a good feed, a hygienic feed. We've got a great presentation on e-commerce with Maggie Humphrey. Don't miss that. But yeah, it's nice that they're helping people, their products be found for people that aren't tech savvy, but this isn't really for probably anybody in an advanced show.
Okay.
But nice to have.
All right. So anybody here attorneys? Or you are? We have an attorney in the room. So if you didn't know, you see that picture of me on the top right. I have a little thing stuck to my shirt. It says Adsquire. This is the guy who owns Adsquire. He's the first company ever in a million years ever launched a legal ad in ChatGPT ads. Ever.
History of mankind, yes.
History of mankind. First man to step on the moon. And basically, if you, who wants to talk about this news?
Yeah, we can cover it, and then we can, Anthony, get your take a little bit. But I think that's something that's really exciting to me is just always having more options to test and to try. And I think it's hysterical that Sam Altman, for years and years and years, trashed Google and said that if you have to put ads into the search results, your product is bad, and now they are scrambling to make features into their ad platform.
We're doing it fast.
Very fast,
Yes.
very fast. So just this week they announced that there would be multiple advertisers in a placement, which I think is great. I think from a user standpoint, it gives people a choice and makes it seem more like they have the control a little bit. And then from an advertiser standpoint, hopefully it'll be lower CPC, lower cost, more impressions and things like that. And we've seen them go from basically you have to upload a spreadsheet, make a call to your rep, to having an ads manager, being able to bid to a conversion, and then even like things like converting your old accounts into like optimizing towards conversion. So it just seems like it's been a huge push that in the middle of going after ads, they just killed Sora, which was like used by millions of people, and like that in and of itself seems like that should be such a valuable social network or something that you could tell. They just shut it down, like, we're going ads.
I think a legal issue, but yeah.
Okay. But yeah, so I think that's,
All
it's
those
like,
videos that Mordy made of me,
yeah, we had him in one show doing an Irish jig.
Oh, that's amazing. Lifting weights. I love lifting
Remember
weights.
that photo of you and looking like Sam Altman with shirtless? It was,
I don't
As a
think I did
fireman.
that.
Oh, yeah, we need to reset that.
But no, I think it's great. Like, it's another option. That's what we're always saying. Like, hey, be an app, come out here. So, Higman, what is your take? I know you are such a staunch AI hater.
Yeah.
It is just really cool to see that you are like embracing this. And why are you embracing this?
I still do hate all of it, all the AI stuff. Again, it's just like, I don't like this update either. I hate everything. I don't like this one because we're running ChatGPT ads right now, and I actually really like that it's just one ad per answer. I mean, people are just going to click one of those things.
Yeah.
They're not generally going to like click back and like click all of the different ads. So like one person wins. So yeah, I don't like it. But I do like that this is a new ad platform. That excites me about it. Otherwise, I still hate
people
all the
clicking?
AI stuff.
Are people actually clicking? What's
Yeah,
the click-through rate?
that's actually a really good question. I don't know.
Should I log into your account right now?
We're getting leads from it though, actually.
That's good.
Wow, nice.
All right, and a lot of we will ending with this with Google Marketing Live stuff. Greg, can you summarize everything that Google announced in 4 minutes?
No, I cannot. I think there's a lot of stuff that was like fluff out there, and then I think there's also like a lot of like sort of wave crowd growth going on. I know they were like the Ask Advisor thing, where it's like this automated thing that can do everything for you, and you can just ask Advisor, which makes no sense phonetically in my mind. But it's one of those things where they talk about it, and it's like, guys, I've seen what the optimization scores do. I've seen what the recommendations are. I've seen, like, yes, we have smart bidding, and because you control smart bidding, you can make CPCs go up, or you can make it go down, and CPCs go up. Like, I think there's a little bit of like sort of trust lost on some of the agentic help and just help in general and recommendations in general. So nothing like major there. Again, the AI Max thing, I think it's really cool that you're going to be able to expand out. And to me, that's one thing that, at least on the paid side of things, and even to SEOs, is like we've heard that the keywords that are being shown might not be your actual keywords that people are clicking on, right? And I think you were a little bit upset about that.
Yeah,
And to me, I don't know how you would do it if it wasn't like intent based, because the way that people search now like changes, right? If I'm looking for a phone case and I type in, Apple whatever phone case, I don't like it, and then I type in black one, what keyword do you want to show up there? So I think like the intent side of things makes sense, because you're having more conversations, even though AI mode is awful at conversation. It's like does not know how to have a conversation.
Yeah.
I think that the keywords that people are going to be looking for have to be intent based. So I was like, I know that the internet was sort of a buzz with that, but like that's the future of it, is it's going to be like weird directional additions to the initial search, which is why I think it's like really important. If you're just doing phrase and exact match still, you're missing out on a lot of stuff that's still happening, especially when AI mode rolls out more and more and more. So I think that was one thing that it wasn't technically GML, but I thought made sense. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I mean, the point you just made with like the multiple searches does make sense to me more so. Not for what I do, but but I get it. I do get the direction. It does make sense for a lot of stuff, and it's the same thing in ChatGPT.
Greg, just be careful when you're talking about this. This picture got me my YouTube channel was banned.
This one?
Yeah,
Oh,
this
it
one.
wasn't personal information. Oh, okay.
This is from Google.
Yeah, and then another thing that came out that I think would be interesting to see, it just seems so far away, to be honest with you, are the QFCs, or qualified future conversions. When you look at things and you're really doing like CRM-based marketing, you might have a download. And you know that X% of downloads make it into a lead, and X number of leads are a qualified lead, and then X% of a qualified lead turns into an actual sale. I think that that's an interesting way to try to look at bidding, is to be like, well, we know we're really targeting the orders, but we're going to go at the top and try to get downloads, or we're going to try to get a lead or a qualified lead and work that way. I think that's an interesting take. I just don't know how it's going to work. And then I think the other thing is still like the trust, right? Where you're like, oh, these are projected qualified future conversions. Like, can I pay payroll with these conversions type thing? It would be interesting to see if they're actually accurate.
I have strong feelings on this one.
Let's go.
We got
30 seconds.
I've hated them ever since they showed up, and it's like going to be an always on thing. Like, to me, it's like, keep spending money on Google. We're going to show you these future qualified conversions, but maybe I don't know enough about it. But I think like a lot of it is like branded search driven, and like I don't know why people just can't look at branded search or what a branded search can be.
Yeah, and if you're a good marketer, you can do the math yourself and figure out whatever these work.
Right. I guess I get it for the broader audience to see them, but otherwise I'm not.
I will say this is probably the most tame version of this new ever.
Absolutely.
Mostly because Mordy's not here, so thank you, Mordy. Please don't show up again. Anyway, if you want to get more of these, this is like a live version, but we do this daily, Monday through Thursday.
Yeah.
On this channel, if you can find it. Subscribe, like, smash everything, all those buttons on those things. Also, make sure to check out the Marketing O'Clock channel. They do a much better job than I do, much better. And also check out PPC Live. And if Mordy was here, SE Ranking. Do you have a channel?
Yeah.
Ads.
Well, we do have a connection. We do. We just don't put a lot of stuff.
So if you want to check out a channel that doesn't have anything on it, and we appreciate it. So the keynote is happening after this, right? You're doing a keynote?
No, not today.
So
Sorry.
Perna
Yes.
is doing a keynote with Danny Goodwin at what time? 9 o'clock.
Yes.
So you got a half hour. Enjoy, have coffee, and thank you all for being here.
Lovely. Thanks for shaking that over. I love that I didn't have to say it. I was like, great. I was like, yeah, he's taking away fluorescent.
They kept saying last week.
I think it was pretty recently that
I know it's not.
I don't think there's something that it is marketing all features for us.
For Kate, yeah.